Welcome, my name is Stephen Monson, and in this video I'm going to show you how to edit a portfolio page full of videos using Elementor. So if you're already logged in and you're on the page, all you need to do is go up here to Edit with Elementor. I'm going to click here. All right, so once we're in Elementor, we can do all kinds of things. We can make changes to the text, but what I really want to focus on is how to make changes to these videos, how to add new ones. There's a couple of ways you can do this. One is you can duplicate an existing row or an existing video. For example, let's say I wanted to add an existing column right here. This little gray icon is for the columns, whereas these big blue ones are for the kind of the rows or the sections. If I wanted to just right-click this, I can actually duplicate this column like so, and there'll be two of them. Now you'll notice we have 3 columns now, but that's easy enough to fix because there was a kind of an empty placeholder we had here to make sure we had that nice, half-width video thing going on. But if I right-click here and hit delete, now we have 2 videos that are identical to each other on the left and the right. If I want to change what this video where it goes, all I have to do is hover over this pencil, click on it, and I can change the video easily enough with this link. So for example, if I wanted to change it to some other Vimeo video like this one, I could just copy the URL and paste it like so. Now something you're going to notice is that it looks exactly the same, and that's because we also have an image overlay. Right here on the left-hand side, if I click this, you'll see this is the image overlay we created for this video. Now if I turn it off, you can see that we have the video has changed. But we need to actually either make an image overlay or use an existing one to replace this. So if I click on choose image, I can put something else in its place. We actually have one in place already right here. If I click on this and click insert media, it'll show up right there. Now you notice this looks a little bit funny. It's not quite the right size. So you want to make sure that your images are 16:9 aspect ratio. If they're not going to quite line up properly. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to delete this now. I don't need it. I'm going to right click. I'm going to right click on this icon and hit delete. And I'm also going to delete this text here. So let's say you want to add a new row. Right here I can click and hit duplicate as well. And it's duplicated what we have here. I could do the same thing with this taller one, which has 2. And then we could just replace the images and the videos here. It's also important to, of course, change the description. That's easy enough. You just click here and start typing. So not a big deal. If you duplicate something you didn't want to, you can just delete it by clicking this little X right here, delete intersection, and now it's gone. So that's the basics of how we do this. And so you'll probably want to go into like Photoshop when you're making these images. It's not very hard, but just make sure it's a 16:9 aspect ratio. The exact dimensions aren't too important, but you could do 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720 or whatever is appropriate and works for you easily. But yeah, that's how this works, and that's how you can edit a video portfolio in Elementor. If this video was helpful for you, give it a like. Thanks. Bye.